Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Sophia and today I'll be leading you all through a 60-minute Vinyasa class. For today's practice, we'll be using a block and a strap, but if you're at home and you might not have these, you can always substitute with a book or something else hard for your block, or if you'd like, you can use a shirt, a scarf, or even a belt maybe to substitute for your strap. So we'll begin today's practice in child's pose. We'll bring the big toes together, knees wide apart, sending the sit bones back towards the heels here, allowing the forehead to rest into the mat. Maybe shaking your head no, massaging your forehead. Relaxing here. Beginning to notice your breath, whether it may be fast or slow, without changing it just yet. And slowly begin to lengthen your inhales. Equally lengthen your exhales. Finding your ujjayi breath or your victorious breath. This breath sounds like ocean waves crashing, and it's created through constricting your throat. From here, we'll take 10 of these ujjayi breaths. We'll inhale and exhale to prepare. And all together, inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Inhale 7. Exhale 7. Inhale 8. Exhale 8. Inhale 9. Exhale 9. Last one, inhale 10. And exhale 10. From here, feel free to set your sankalpa or your intention for today's practice. Maybe sending some of the love you cultivate today on your mat to someone in need. And then from here, we'll find a few side body stretches. So on your next inhale, tenting up your fingers and walking them over to the right side of your mat. If you'd like a little extra here, you can always place your left palm on top of the right. With every inhale, feeling a lengthening in your left side body. And on your next inhale, we'll gently walk back through center. And then towards the left side of the mat. For a little extra, you can always bring the right palm on top of the left here to feel a lengthening in the right side body. Feel free to even take pauses after your inhales if it feels nice. 2 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk the hands back to center. Inhaling here. And then we'll gently tent our fingers once more. And then we'll bring the hands back towards our knees. From here, we'll shift our weight onto our bottoms, and we'll find a comfortable cross-leg position, maybe even finding easy pose. And we'll begin to warm up the rest of our bodies. So we'll begin with shoulder shrugs. So inhale, shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, release them down your back. 2 more, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now we'll move in the opposite direction, inhale, And exhale, release down your front body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to neutral spine. And from here, we'll take a few neck rolls. So on the exhale, release your chin to chest. Inhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale, back chin to chest. Inhale back to neutral spine, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And from here, we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist towards your right side, bringing left palm on top of right knee and using your right hand as a prop behind you for support, making sure each vertebrae is stacked one on top of the other here. Feeling free to twist a little deeper with every exhale, but not too deep just yet as we are still warming up. Inhale, we'll look forward, and exhale, release the bind. From here, inhale, sweep your arms overhead, and exhale, twist towards your left side, bring your right palm on top of left knee here, and using your left hand as support behind you. Feel free to look over that left shoulder for a little extra. Two more breaths. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. From here, we'll take a few side bends. Once again, inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, and exhale, planting your right palm beside you, sweeping your left arm up. While in this pose, aiming to find an open heart. And if you'd like, you can always tent up your right fingers and walk them out a little bit more to find a deeper side stretch. Making sure that both sit bones are equally planted wherever you are. Here for two more breaths. Next inhale, coming back up onto your palm if you were on your forearm, and then all together we'll sweep both hands up overhead. From here, we'll exhale, planting the left palm beside, sweeping the right arm up overhead for the side body stretch on the right side. Once again, if you'd like to move a little deeper, you can always tent your left fingers and walk them out. Moving on to your forearm. One more breath. And on your next inhale, we'll come up onto the palms if you haven't already, and then sweep the left arm up to meet the right. From here, we'll plant the palms in front of us and walk them out, finding our tabletop position. Shoulders stack over wrists and hips stack over knees here. From this position, we'll take our cat-cows. On your exhale, inhale, drop your belly, look up, and exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Feel free to take the next 3 or so at your own pace, moving as slow or as fast as you'd like. Feeling free to pause at any point. Inhale back to center. And from here, we'll take our bird dog. So I'll give you 3 variations here, and feel free to take whichever one is most comfortable for you. So on your inhale, we'll sweep the right arm out in front. Feel free to stay here, or if you'd like, you can extend that left leg out behind you. Holding here, or if you'd like, on your exhale, you can cactus your right elbow and your left knee. And then inhale to lengthen. Exhale for cactus. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, cactus. If you're cactusing, holding here for 1 breath. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, planting palm and knee back onto the mat. From here, we'll take a dancing tiger, moving the hips in one direction and then the other. Feel free to take any organic movements your body may need here. You can even take some spinal bends, looking over one shoulder and then the other. Doing whatever feels the best for you right now. We'll be here for 1 more breath. And on your inhale, coming back to center, and then we'll take bird dog on the left side. So to begin, inhale, sweeping the left arm out in front. Feeling free to stay here, or if you'd like, you can extend that right leg out behind you, flexing it to create that straight line. And you can stay here, or if you'd like to go a little further, you can exhale, cactus your left arm and right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, cactus. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus. Holding here for 1 breath. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, planting palm and knee onto the mat, taking another dancing tiger to bring it out. On your next inhale, we'll come back to center. And from here, we'll tuck our toes and exhale. Send the sit bones up and back for our first down dog of the day. Feel free to pedal out the dog here, maybe bending one knee and then the other. We're creating a straight line from the wrists to the shoulders to the hips here. So feel free to add as much bend into your knees as you'd like to maintain that flat back. 2 more breaths. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Finding a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana here. Exhale for a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly rise 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Your head is the last to rise. Maybe when you arrive, you can take a shoulder roll here. This is our Tadasana mountain pose. So your big toes can be together, heels slightly apart. Palms are beside you with and they're facing forward. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. So from here, we'll begin our Surya Namaskar A sequence or a Sun Salutation A sequence. So this sequence is matched with 1 breath per 1 movement. And the first one will move through a little slow, but then we'll progressively move a little quicker as we begin to build up heat in the body. So we'll begin in Tadasana once again. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, feel free to drop your knees onto the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, release onto the mat in one motion, keeping your elbows pinned beside you, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, maybe baby cobra, hands off the mat. Exhale, planting your palms, moving through tabletop into down dog. We'll be here for 3 breaths. this pose, we're aiming to find external rotation in the shoulders. Hands are shoulder width apart and feet are hips distance apart. One more breath. And then on that exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job, everyone. So we'll have 2 more of those. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, we'll move through that vinyasa sequence once again. Feel free to drop your knees. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, maybe full cobra this time. And exhale, moving through tabletop into down dog. 3 breaths here. Your drishti, your gaze, can be towards your shins, thighs, or even your belly button if that's accessible. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job, everyone. Last one. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa, meeting in down dog. Once you arrive in down dog, we'll be here for 3 breaths. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job, everyone. Feel free to take a water break here if you'd like, or come back to your intention for today's practice. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. So from here, we'll begin our Surya Namaskar B sequence. So like our Surya A, this one is matching breath to movement. So 1 breath per 1 movement. The first time we'll actually hold the poses a little bit longer so you can get the hang of the pose and really feel the flow. And then our second one will be a little quicker. So once again, starting in Tadasana, mountain pose, we'll inhale into Utkatasana, chair pose here. From here, making sure to look over your knee cliffs so you can see all 10 toes. I like to lift my toes off the mat as well to make sure the weight is evenly distributed throughout my foot. If you'd like a little tricep engagement, you can always turn your pinkies in. 1 more breath here. On your exhale, try to see if you can sink a little lower. And then we'll fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms, stepping back. Moving through that vinyasa, meeting in down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog, we'll inhale, sweep the right leg into the air, exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your palms. Hop your left foot in at a 45-degree angle, and then we'll rise all the way up for Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Making sure the hips are square here and shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. We'll hold here for 2 more breaths. on the exhale, we'll fold forward, planting the hands, and stepping both feet back into high plank pose. From here, we'll move through our vinyasa once again. Feel free to drop your knees at any point, doing whatever feels most comfortable in your body today. Once you're in down dog, inhale, sweep your left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. Hop your right foot in at a 45-degree angle, making sure the left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle here. We'll inhale, rise, sweeping the arms up overhead. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one on the left side. One more breath here. And we'll exhale, fold forward, planting the hands, stepping back into plank, moving through our vinyasa once again. We'll be in down dog for 2 more breaths. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. And then from here, we'll inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Holding here for 3 breaths. And I'll exhale into Tadasana non-pose. Great job, everyone. We have 1 more of those, but we'll hold Tadasana for a few more moments, allowing yourself to come back to your breath if you may have lost it. You can even take some sighing breaths here, allowing some of the heat that you've built up to come out of your body. Great job, everyone. So we'll begin our Surya Namaskar B once again. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, holding here for 1 breath. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale to shift your weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for your heart opener. Exhale, down dog. 1 breath here in down dog. Then inhale, sweep the right leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands, hopping your left foot in at a 45-degree angle, making sure the knee is stacked over the right ankle. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. We'll hold here for 2 breaths. Feel free to bring your gaze towards your thumbs or even your hands, or straight out in front of you. 1 more breath. And we'll exhale to fold forward, planting the hands, stepping both feet back, and moving through your vinyasa, meeting in down dog. One breath in down dog. And we'll inhale, sweep the left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. Hop your right foot in at a 45-degree angle, and making sure your left knee is stacked on top of your left ankle here. We'll inhale, rise all the way up, warrior one. One more breath here. And then on your exhale, fold forward, planting your hands, stepping back into high plank pose, and move to your vinyasa once again. Two more breaths in this down dog. On your exhale, bend your knees up forward. Inhale, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. And on your inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll hold here for 2 breaths. Great job, everyone. You all are doing amazing. So from here, feel free to take a water break if you'd like, or come back to your intention for today's practice. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Feeling grateful for this moment. So from here, we'll begin our standing sequence. So coincidentally, we'll be starting in Tadasana Mountain Pose. To begin, we'll inhale Utkatasana Chair Pose. Exhale, hands to heart center and prayer pose. So we'll hold here for 1 breath. And we'll begin with our left side. So we'll inhale the right foot off the mat, hovering here. And exhale, step it back into high crescent lunge, So from here, you can interlace your fingers behind your back, making sure your left knee is stacked on top of your left ankle here, and your hips are square forward. From here, you can inhale to open your heart up towards the sky. Holding here for 1 more breath. And inhale, come back to center, releasing your bind, and on your exhale, opening up into Warrior 2. Back foot's at a 90-degree angle, and your left knee is tracking towards your left pinky toe. Just your gaze is towards your left middle finger. 2 more breaths here. And then on your exhale, we'll find our extended side angle. So bringing the left forearm to the top of left thigh, sweeping the right arm up overhead. Extended side angle. If you'd like, you can take a half bind here, maybe reaching the right arm behind your back for that left hip crease. Or you can even take a full bind, wrapping your left arm in front of your left leg, reaching for that right hand. If you are in the full bind, making sure your heart is open here and you're not dumping all of your weight onto that left leg. 1 more breath. If you took the half bind or the full, release. And all together, we'll inhale, rise back to Warrior 2. From here, flipping the left palm and bringing the right hand to the back of right thigh, or reaching for the left hip crease, finding our reverse warrior here. So in the reverse warrior, we want to make sure to maintain the integrity of the bend in your left knee. We'll be here for 1 more breath. Inhale back to Warrior 2. And from here, we'll straighten the left leg, and then we'll heel to the right foot in a little bit more, preparing for our Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. So from here, our arms are out to a T. We'll exhale to hinge forward, finding the edge, and gently bring the left palm to the top of the left shin, the inside of the left foot, or maybe even finding a big toe bind here with the peace fingers. If you have your block or book available, you can always bring that to the inside of your foot as well. Aiming to make sure that your shoulders are stacked one on top of the other here. Your sheer gaze can be towards the ground or even up towards your thumb. Making sure to maintain a micro bend in your left knee to protect it. 1 more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll plant the right palm and the left hand back onto the mat, stepping the left foot back to meet the right into our high plank pose. From here, you can move through your vinyasa, or you can press into down dog. Breath and down dog. And on your exhale, we'll bend the knees forward. Inhale, top of the mat, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva, and exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Alrighty, everyone, we'll begin the right side now. So we'll inhale into our Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Holding here for 1 breath. And then from here, we'll begin to hover the left foot off the mat and eventually stepping it back into high crescent lunge. From here, you can release your prayer pose and interlace your fingers behind your back. If you'd like, you can also grab opposite ends of your strap behind you. On your inhale, you can maybe open your chest up towards the sky for a nice heart opener. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And then on your inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, releasing your bind, and on the exhale, opening up into Warrior 2. Back foot's at about a 90-degree angle, and your right knee is tracking towards your right pinky toe. Just your gaze is towards your right middle finger here. While in this pose, you should feel as though someone's pulling on your arms from either end. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. We'll be here for 1 more breath. And then on your exhale, bring your right forearm to the top of right thigh, sweeping your left arm up overhead, extended side angle pose. Be here for 1 more breath. Holding here. And then from here, if you'd like to progress the pose, you can always take that bind. So you can take the half bind, wrapping your right arm, your left arm behind you, reaching for the right hip crease. Or you can even take a full bind, bringing your right arm in front of your right leg and reaching for your left hand. Whichever variation you choose, that's perfectly fine. And you can also stay in extended side angle as well. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. If you took a bind or a half bind on your take this time to release it, and all together we'll inhale, rise all the way up, Warrior 2. From here, we'll flip the right palm and bring the left hand to the back of left thigh, or reach for the right hip crease for Reverse Warrior. While in this pose, making sure the right knee is tracking towards the right pinky toe, and that you maintain the integrity of bend in your right knee. 1 more breath. And then we'll inhale back to Warrior 2. From here, we'll straighten the right leg and heel toe the left foot in a little bit more, preparing for our Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose once again. So arms are still in our warrior arms, out to a T. We'll exhale to hinge forward, finding the edge, and gently bring the right palm to the top of the right shin, or the inside of the right foot. You can even use your block or book if that's handy. We'll be in this pose for about 5 breaths, making sure you're comfortable here, stacking the left shoulder on top of the right. Once again, just your gaze can be towards the ground or up towards your thumb. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll plant the left palm and the right palm onto the mat, stepping the right foot back to meet the left. And we'll move through our vinyasa once again, or you can press into down dog. Whichever variation you choose, that's perfectly okay. Then on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat, finding our half lift. Exhale to fold, and inhale, rise, Urdhva, hands up overhead, and exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Great job, everyone. We'll take a few moments here to find the breath if you may have lost it, even getting a water break if you'd like. from here, we'll begin our standing balancing sequence. So this one will be kind of fun. There's a lot of variations. So to begin, I'll show you a few variations for our first one. So if you have your strap handy or your scarf or whatever you're using, you can bring the strap around the sole of your right foot to begin. And then you can extend it out in front of you for a nice stretch. Here, flexing the right foot. Or if you'd like and you don't have a strap, you can always find a big toe bind here and extend. Or you can grab onto the knee. Whichever variation you choose, that's perfectly good and perfectly awesome. So from here, we'll stay for a few breaths, really finding the balance here, grounding in to the left foot, feeling our pada bandha or our foot lock. Then on your next exhale, we'll open the right knee out towards the right side, either using your strap or your hand to guide you. For a little extra challenge, you can always look over your left shoulder. We'll be here for one more breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll come across our body towards the left side, grabbing it with the left hand, grabbing your right knee, and extending the right arm out. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can always look over your right shoulder. It's perfectly okay if your left foot is shaking. You can always come out of it and shake it out. One more breath. And we'll inhale back to center. Then we have one more, so we'll find tree pose. So you can kickstand your right foot to the inside of the left ankle, the inside of the left calf, or even eventually up towards the inside of the left thigh. Your hands can be at heart center, or you can even extend them up in front of you, above you. We'll be here for 3 breaths. And then on your exhale, release your arms and your right foot onto the mat. And then the fun part, we get to shake it out, kicking out your feet if you'd like, taking any crazy movements your body may need. And then we'll begin on the left side. So we'll ground into the right foot here, and then taking whichever variation, whether it was with the strap or with your hands around your knee, or even the peace finger bind, we'll inhale to lift the left foot up parallel to our body. Or perpendicular, I guess. So once again, you can hold it with both hands or even allow your right palm to release down. Holding here for 2 more breaths. You all are doing amazing. On your exhale, we'll open that left knee out towards the left side. Feel free to extend your right arm out beside you and look towards your right side. Looking towards those right fingertips extended away from you. Be here for 2 more breaths. Then from here, we'll inhale to bring the left leg across towards the right side, extending the left arm out this time. And you can look towards the left side for a little extra. 2 more breaths. You all are doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. Inhale back to center. And from here, we'll take our tree pose, Vikrasana. So you can bring the left foot to the inside of the right ankle, the inside of the the inside of the right ankle, the inside of the right shin, or eventually the inner right thigh. My balance is like crazy off today. So your hands can stay at prayer, at heart center, or if you'd like on your inhale, you can grow your branches up. Making sure the foot and thigh are pressing evenly against one another. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And then on your exhale, we'll release the arms and the right foot and the left foot down, shaking it out. Letting go of any tension your body's still holding. And taking any crazy movements you might need, kicking it out, shaking it. And then we'll begin our hip opening sequence. So we'll start in Tadasana Mountain Pose. We'll inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, and exhale to fold forward. From here, inhale for a half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, we'll send the sit bones back into down dog, skipping that vinyasa for just this time. And then we'll move into our child's pose, bringing the big toes together, knees wide apart, like we did at the beginning of class, and sending the sit bones back towards the heels. Resting here and noticing any parts of your body that may be still holding tension. Using your exhales to release it. One more breath here in child's pose. And then we'll inhale to shift our weight forward. And from here, we'll find our tabletop, tucking our toes, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg into the air. Exhale, bending the knees, stacking the hips. Feel free to take a few ankle rolls here in one direction and the other, drawing a circle with your knee clockwise and counterclockwise. Then we'll inhale back to center, squaring the hips, straightening the leg. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands. From here, we'll heel toe the right foot towards the outside of the mat, plugging the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. So you can keep your left knee off the mat, or if you'd like, you can bring it onto the mat and untuck your toes for our lizard lunge. Feel free to stay on your palms, or if you'd like to move a little deeper on your exhale, you can move onto your forearms. If it feels good, you can even roll onto the knife edge side of your right foot. If you do move onto your forearms, make sure you have a flat back here, and it's always okay to stay on your palms. You really get a good hip stretch here too. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. We'll heel toe the foot towards the center of the mat. Inhale here and exhale, send the sit bones back towards the heels, straightening the right leg. Maintaining a micro bend in it to protect it as well. This is Ardha Hanumanasana half splits. So we can inhale for a half lift and exhale to fold a little deeper. If you'd like a little more stability, you can always bring your book or block behind your heel and rest your palms on top. We'll shift the weight forward into Anjaneyasana low lunge, and then we'll heel toe the foot towards the left edge of the mat, bringing the right heel to the inside of the left hip for our pigeon pose. While in this pose, you can always stay on your palms here, or if you'd like, on your exhale, you can move on to your forearms, maybe making a pillow with your hands and resting your forehead on top. While in this pose, making sure that your weight is evenly distributed through both hips, and your heel can be as close as you'd like to your left hip. We'll be here for about 4 more breaths. If you notice any tension arising, inhale to acknowledge and exhale, release. And then on your next inhale, gently rise up onto the palms, tucking the left toes, and exhale to send the sit bones up and back into down dog, taking any movements you'd like here. And then we'll inhale to sweep the left leg into the air, exhale, bending the knees, stacking the hips, taking those ankle rolls once again in one direction then the other, drawing a circle with your knee clockwise and counterclockwise. Then we'll inhale to straighten the legs, squaring the hips. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. From here, we'll heel toe the foot towards the left edge of the mat, plugging the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. You can stay with your leg up off the mat, or if you like, you can bring your right knee down, untucking your toes for our lizard lunge. Staying here, or if you'd like to move on to your forearms, feel free to do so. While in this pose, making sure to maintain a flat back. In whichever variation you choose, whether that be on your palms or on your forearms. You can even move towards the knife edge side of your foot as well. Two more breaths. And then we'll inhale to rise back up onto the palms. Heel toe the foot towards the center of the mat. Inhale here and exhale. Send the sit bones back towards the heels, flexing your left foot. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Once again, you can inhale for a half lift and exhale to fold a little deeper. One more breath. And then we'll inhale to shift our weight forward into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And we'll heel toe the foot towards the right edge of the mat, bringing the left heel to the inside of the right hip this time. Feel free to inhale to find a heart opener, looking behind you to make sure your back leg is straight. And then we'll exhale to fold into pigeon pose. This pose here is called Sleeping Swan in Yin. It's a really, really nice hip opener. One more breath. And on your inhale, gently rise up onto your palms, tucking the right toes, and exhale, sending the sit bones up and back into down dog. And then from here, we'll exhale to bend the knees, look forward, inhale as gracefully as you can into a seated position at the top of your mat. And from here, we'll find Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. You can open them up like a little book. Maybe give yourself a little massage if that feels nice. You totally deserve it. And we'll be here for a few breaths. If you'd like, on your next inhale, you can open your heart and exhale to fold forward, keeping your elbows pinned beside you to maintain length in the spine. we'll gently rise up onto our palms. And then from here, we'll walk the hands out behind us, finding a supine Supta Baddha Konasana here, or supine butterfly. Your right palm can rest on top of your heart, and your left palm can rest on top of your belly. Resting here, allowing your legs to open at their own pace, using gravity as needed. Gently guide the knees back together. From here, we'll extend the right knee out, and then we'll take similar movements to the movements we took while standing our balancing sequence. So if you'd like, you can wrap your strap, scarf, or shirt around the right sole of your foot, or the sole of your right foot, excuse me, that sounded a little weird. So we'll extend that right leg out in front of us, flexing it while also maintaining a micro bend to prevent hyperextension. And with every exhale, you can bring it a little closer to you. We'll be here for about 2 more breaths. And on your exhale, we'll open the right leg out towards the right side. If you'd like, you can even look over your left shoulder for a little extra here. If you don't have a strap available, you can always use your right hand to help guide your leg open. And 1 more breath. And we'll inhale, moving across the body towards the left side, excuse me. This isn't a twist just yet. This is more a stretch in the IT band. So aiming to keep both bones planted while just stretching out the outside of our thigh. You can look over your right shoulder for a little extra here. And 1 more breath. And we'll exhale to fully twist towards the left side, bringing the right knee across. Opening the arms out to a T and looking over the right shoulder for a little extra. One more breath. And we'll inhale back to center, extending the right leg out in front of us, and then we'll bring the left leg this time, either reaching for the back of your left thigh, or using your strap to wrap it around the sole of your foot. We'll hold here. With every exhale, maybe bringing it a little closer to you. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll open the left knee out towards the left side, looking over the right shoulder for a little extra. One more breath. And we'll inhale back, moving through center and bringing the right knee across the left body. The left knee across the right body. Feeling that nice stretch in the IT band here. breath. And then on your exhale, fully twist towards the right side. And looking over your left shoulder for a little extra. One more breath. And we'll inhale back to center. And from here, we'll hug both knees into our chest. And we'll massage our tailbone, rocking side to side here. Maybe forward and back. You can even make circles if that feels nice. Feeling free to pause in any position that feels really good. And then we'll give ourselves a big hug, maybe even lifting our shoulders and head off the mat. Squeezing every muscle that you can, creating as much tension as possible. And then on your exhale, extending your legs out in front of you, arms beside you, finding our Shavasana, allowing your arms to rest beside you, taking up as much space as you'd like, eyes flutter shut here, fully letting go and relaxing your toes, relaxing your feet, relaxing your ankles, relaxing your calves, relaxing your shins, relaxing your knees, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your stomach, relaxing your chest, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your arms, relaxing your palms, relaxing your fingertips, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, relaxing your face, unfurrowing your brow, and gently removing the hold of your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Fully relaxing, melting into this pose. Begin to start adding movement back into the fingertips and toes, maybe wiggling them. And inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, maybe pointing your toes for a good morning stretch. And we'll exhale, release onto our favorite side in the fetal position. As little effort as possible, gently pressing your way into a seated pose at the top of your mat. And together we'll take one last breath. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to forehead. May you have peaceful thoughts. To your lips, may you have peaceful words. And to your heart, may you have peaceful actions. Thank you all so much for coming today and showing up for yourselves. Namaste. Thank you all so much again for joining me. If you have a second, if you could please leave me feedback. It's linked in the description box below, and I would really appreciate it. Maybe letting me know anything you liked, anything you didn't, giving me any constructive criticism. I would totally appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.